Hello indie game fans! Part 2 of the new indie games I missed in August begins with the Steam and Switch launch of the beautiful puzzle platformer Inmost. Another surprise release, this was showcased during the Nintendo Indie World presentation and was an available right now sort of announcement, but luckily for us PC gamers, this simultaneously launched on Steam as well. As a fan of pixel art, the lighting, shading and tones used here are beautiful, and while it did strangely launch on Apple Arcade last year, this version comes with more content, which is always good.
No agents. Welcome to Berlin.
This one may be for a very specific audience, but a very Max Payne looking A Night in Berlin is a free third-person shooter with a PS1 or N64 aesthetic. Seems cool and it's free, so why not check it out? The alpha demo of Drill Deal Borehole includes a tutorial level and a full scenario where you need to manage the needs of the crew of an oil rig out at sea. Love the voxels in this. I'm always down to check out shoot 'em ups, and Super XYX does look like an interesting entry. This developer has made a whole bunch of these, and it looks like they have steadily gotten better, with the art style and action really reminding me of titles that I would see in arcades back in the day. A no-brainer pick, the roguelite 3D platformer Risk of Rain 2 also launched out of early access, and what amazes me the most about this game is how the developers transitioned from 2 to 3D almost seamlessly and found great success in doing so.
are a god of lust. Your followers enjoy the pleasures of life. Your disciples have spread your religion with cunning and grace.
The management sim Godhood is an interesting one, since you play as a god and have to manage your worshippers to spread your influence. You can be the god of everything from lust, war, greed, and so on, and while it did have a rocky start, the game progressed nicely through early access to its 1.0 release.
That in Sacrament, where you have no control, she might profess your gospel with her luscious lips and honeyed words. It is through Anna that you revealed your tradition of the carnival, but your disciples never work alone. And lo and behold, there was young Harry. He was destined by your guiding hand to become a wise druid. Blessed with knowledge, he convinced heathens by showing your miracle of growth. Through Harry you revealed your will. Everyone should embrace the freedom naturalism offers. But now you're up to your biggest trial yet. The heathens who adore a goddess of purity refuse to bow to your morals. No, it is too soon for your religion to perish. You must prepare and forge a stronger team. Inspire and bless your disciples. Host carnivals. Enter your disciples' dreams if that is what it takes. Recruit new acolytes. Maybe it's time to resort to a more violent setup. The people will judge. Either you will lose your followers and end up in oblivion, or you will convert them by the sword to become the truth. But is this truly your gospel? Or maybe you want to create a different religion? Why not a religion of peace? Let your followers sing in your glory. Or how about greed, madness, generosity, or war? It is your choice. Guide your disciples. Convert the heathens. Create your own religion.
The not-so-indie Volta-X is from Gung Ho Entertainment, but this is a real-time RPG title where you play as various animals who come together to form a Power Rangers-style Megazord and have to use it to battle enemies. Action looks frantic, and the art style is pretty cute, and it even has an XCOM style base building element. I've mentioned developer Cotton Game a couple of times already, since this small team from China does have a wonderful artist on board, and their latest game is One Way the Elevator. It's a point-and-click adventure game where a character seemingly can only move up and down instead of walking left to right, and could lead to some innovative puzzles. didn't quite know where to put Teenage Blob since this is half game and half punk music album, with an interesting aesthetic and quite the wonderful soundtrack. The gameplay elements range from a Paperboy-like, DDR, and Ollie Ollie-like, and so on, so an interesting fusion of media. I covered the Revenant Prince previously when looking at upcoming JRPGs, and it quietly released last month and hasn't quite gotten the traction it needs. I do like the art in this, and it's a classic turn-based battle system, so please support this Indonesian developer if you can.
It all started 8 years ago with an idea for a game about automation. A game where you build a factory, defend it, optimize it, and scale it to insane sizes. A game full of machines, transport belts, robotic arms, trains.
And of course, the full release of Factorial is worth mentioning yet again, since, sadly, my video on Factorial likes didn't do quite well. This factory building automation title is simply fantastic and highly recommended, taking the #1 spot. To see more of the big picture, check out these awesome videos, and I will see you after the jump.